Hi class, David Monk. Chapter 3 is about socialization. We've been talking about sociology as the study of society. It's in fact a scientific process where we take empirical data and we try to answer the major questions about human behavior in society at different levels. In this chapter, chapter 3, socialization is about a process where we learn the rules of behavior and the rules of behavior that constitute a norm in society. So these are rules that are socially acceptable in our society. Without socialization, we do not know where we belong in the social order. We don't know how to behave, or we don't know the rules. We don't know how to survive and how to succeed in the various arenas of society. So it is socialization where that process takes place. There are 4 stages in the process of socialization. It begins from the cradle to the grave. As children, we are socialized in terms of learning how to be more self-sufficient and independent. At childhood, we're most vulnerable and most dependent upon society. And then we have adolescence, where we have the struggle, the strain, where Sigmund Freud said strum untrained, where there's this storm and rain, if you will, of emotion, of attitudes, and of identity. And all of that takes place at adolescence, where we try to find ourselves. And then there's adulthood, which is our most productive period of socialization, where we contribute to society, where we begin to create a family, and we begin to work, be employed, and to gain an education in our society. And finally, there's old age, which we call the terminal stage of development. Oh, it sounds grueling, I know, the terminal stage of development. But at that stage, we are at the stage of retirement, where we try to give back to society, we try to leave a legacy in society. So those are the 4 stages: childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and old age. The next thing you need to know about when it comes to socialization are the agents of socialization. At each of those stages, there are influences upon the socialization process. We have parents who are most active and influential at childhood. We have our school teachers, we have coaches, we have the media, we have the public opinion. All of these are influences upon our behavior at every stage of the life course. So socialization is very important in terms of finding our place in society. It is a lifelong process that follows us from the cradle to the grave and makes us aware of the rules of society.